Actually, I love whoever the next big super is. It's a thing that super heavyweights do. We find out who's the biggest big boy at the moment, and that's our guy. So Jackson Stubbs for me. I love him. I
Oh
think,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
he's just such a beautiful, wonderful soul as well. I think he's gorgeous. And so I called out one of his lifters in a private message. I was just going, "Hey man, like, yeah, this is my opinion." And he took it on board. He was really gracious with it. And then we got chatting, and he said, "What did you used to bench? What were your numbers?" And I told him. He just goes, "Oh fuck." I'm like, "Yeah, that were at the time they were top of the world kind of numbers," um, which reinforces what I used to say to I spoke about Rex before, and I'd tell Rex all the time, nobody remembers your records once you're gone. As soon as you finish, 5 minutes after you finish lifting, nobody gives a shit about what you lifted, but they will remember if you're a dick. So just don't be a dick, and that's all of powerlifting. And that's held true. 5 minutes after I retired, nobody remembered what I lifted, but a lot of people remembered me as being kind and generous and funny and always willing to help. So I go, well, that's what I want to be remembered for. Whether or not they remember me as somebody that lifted the bench press over 300 kilos for a really long time in a lot of different places, that would be nice. But I'd much rather be known as the guy that was really friendly and inviting and helped people out at competitions and treated everybody with respect. I think that's a way better legacy than a 340 bench.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. You can get your 5 minutes of fame with a world record if you're lucky.
Even then, most people
If
don't
you're
even realize
lucky.
that it was a record when you're doing it.
But yeah, the memory of as you say, how somebody treated you or treated other people is really the legacy you want to leave behind. Which reminds me, I really love the little stories you pop up. That quite frequently now that the algorithm knows that I'm interested in your profile, I see them quite frequently. And I remember one that was
Now that I actually post a
recently
little bit
was,
seriously.
don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good advice.
I love that one because I've heard it on podcasts from other lifters now. That because I would just tell people all the time, this is my theory. And the first time I heard myself quoted was from Ellis McLean, who was a great US lifter, and after he won worlds for the first time, and everybody wanted to interview him because LS is he's a real sweetheart. He's awesome. And he said, Nathan Baxter told me that no one cares what you lift, but they'll remember if you're a dick. And so it started getting pushed around a bit. At Meganats just recently gone, I spoke to Victor Liu, who I think he lives in Sydney now. When I met him, he was a sub-junior lifting at Melbourne Uni Powerlifting Club. Poor kid. That was a weird club. It still is a weird club. Wonderfully
under
weird.
Voldemort.
Yeah, he was obviously he went in, he grabbed the sorting hat, and they're going, "Yeah, you're Slytherin," and so he stayed. Became Melbourne Uni Powerlifting Club, and Victor said when Adam Jones went and trained there, that Adam would say this, that same thing that I told him, and so Victor has told every junior lifter now for about 10 years, no one cares what you lift, but they'll remember if you're a dick. And I'm going, cool. All right, we've got the message across. That's all that really matters.